Parents, welcome to How to Teach Oh So Many S Blends. Explain to kids that blends are two or more letters that come together. Each letter keeps its own sound. S blends can have two letters or they may have three letters. First, we're going to teach kids the two-letter blends, and then we're going to move into the three-letter blends. The first two-letter S blend we're going to introduce kids to is the SC. Both sounds are heard, S and K, as in scale. Scarf, scoop, and score. Our second S blend is SL. The S and the L are both heard. Sl, as in slice, sled, slide, and sleep. This is the template for our first student practice page and our first demonstration lesson. Now have kids fill in the correct S blend to complete each word. We're going to begin with SC. He stood on the scale. This is a scarf. She wore a scarf. We have the ARF and we're going to add the SC. This is a scoop of ice cream. This is a scoop of ice cream. We have the oop, and now we're going to add the SC. This is a scoreboard. So we're going to have the score was 24-14. We have or, and we need to add the SC blend to make score. Now let's move to the S blend SL. This is a slice of pizza. We know this is a sled, so our sentence is, this is our sled. To make the word sled, we already have ed, and we're going to add the S blend SL. Sled. This is a slide. The slide is fun. We already have I'd, and now we need to add the SL blend to make slide. Sleep. He didn't want to go to sleep. We already have the eep, and we just need to add the SL blend to make sleep. And this is a completed example. Now introduce kids to two more S blend words, the SM and the SN. We're going to start with words that begin with SM. Smell, small, smile, and smock. Now the SN blend. Snail, snack, sniff, and snake. Now have kids fill in the correct S blend to complete each word and finish the sentence. This is a completed example. This is the template for the next student practice page. This is a fun activity that kids love to do, and it is match the word to a picture, and it is dealing with the two S blends, SL and SN. So if your child picks up this one, snake, it does not
go with one of these pictures because it is an SN blend and not an SL. So they're going to take this over here and match it up to the snake. Now you can glue them or you can tape them, whatever works. So this would go right on top of here. And then when you open it up, you see the picture that is represented by the word. Let's look at one more. Let's go over to this side. This is slice, and it begins with SL. So it would not fit in this section. It would fit over here. That is a slice of pizza. So we'd put our tape, or we could glue it and put it on here. Now let's look at a completed example. We have all of the words on top of the pictures. This is slice, slide, sleep, snake, snack, and sniff.
And this is a template to do the same activity with the S blends SC and SM. Now introduce kids to two more S blends, the SP and the ST. We're going to begin with words that begin with SP. Sports, spider, spinner, and spicy. Now we're going to introduce words that begin with the STS blend. Star, stew, steam, and steps. Now have kids fill in the correct S blend to complete each word. This is a completed example. This is a template for the next example.
For this template, you would cut out all of the pieces with letters and then all of the pieces with pictures. But for our demonstration, we're just going to do two. So we've matched the pictures with the words. And before we can put the words together, we have to turn the letters over. And then we put the picture in between. Then we close up the letters and we have the word. That says spider, and we open it up, we have a spider. Let's look at this one now. We have to turn the words over. We put the picture in the center. We close the first one up. We close the second up. And we have steam, and when we open it up, we see a picture of steam above the pot.
Now we're going to introduce our kids to the last S blend. It is SW. As in our example, swings. And our sentence says, we have swings in our backyard. So our words are swan, switch, sweep, sweets, Swiss, sweater, and swim. This is a completed example. Now it's time to introduce kids to S blends that have 3 letters. In our example, we see a cup and it has a straw. Our first S blend is STR, and that will begin each of our words. We are going to have kids write that blend in front of the other letters, and they will make the word that the picture represents. So review each picture with them. The first one is a strike. Below that is string. Then we see a stroller, and then a boy who is strong. Then we have streets, a strawberry, and our last one is a boy who has to stretch. And this is a completed example. As I have said in some of my other videos, kids love to do crossword puzzles. So this is a great way for them to practice our S-blend STR words. One across is strong. Two across is streets. Three across is strawberry. And four across is stretch. Next is one down, and it is straw. Two down is strike. And five down is stroller. And now we have a completed crossword puzzle. Our next two S-blends that have three letters are SPR, as in sprain, and SCR, as in scream. Kids will have to determine whether it is SPR or SCR that will complete each word. Before they begin, have them say the pictures with you. Across the top, we have scratch, spring, and sprinkles. Along the bottom, we have scrub, screen, and sprout. This is a completed example. And now introduce kids to our last two S-blends that have three letters. They are the SPL blend and the SQU blend. And we're going to have kids determine the correct blend to write in each space to complete the word. But before you start, go over the words with kids so they know what they are. The first one is going to be split, but it stands for a banana split. Then across the top we have square and then splits. She's on the bars doing the splits. Then we go down to the bottom and we have splash, squirrel, and squeeze. And this is a completed example. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. And as always, I will leave a link to the teaching templates in the description section.